What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Right, we got another retro review for you guys. This time we got an RDA, and I've had this one a good couple of years as well. It's from Geek Vape, and it's called the Peerless. And here it is. We got it sitting on top of the Druga Foxy by Vape. So, comparison for this one today is going to be the Drop Dead by TVC Heathen and Hell Vape, because I really like that RDA. It's been out for a few months, but it's nowhere near as old as this one. So how is it going to fare? We'll see a bit later on. So let's go down to the table first, have a good look around the Peerless RDA, throw a little build in it today, of course, and then we'll come back up top and I'll give you my thoughts. Okay, see you down there in a bit. Right, we're down at the table. We've got the Peerless RDA by Geek Vape. So here it is. I've got the stainless edition. This is actually the special edition one that's full stainless steel. So we haven't got that like Ultim all-in-one chuff cap on it. But have a quick look at the top. 810 fitting drip tip with the O-ring that helps make the seal inside the top cap there. And I do believe this is the actual one that came with it. I had a hunt through all of my drip tips. All of your aftermarket ones will fit in there. No dramas at all. So we have on the side, we've got Peerless engraved in here. A little bit rough, but not too bad. We've got multi-airflow. We've got 9 holes here. So we've got 3 diagonal rows there on both sides. You can have it in single cord as well. But have a quick look at the bottom first and then have a look at that airflow. So we do have Peerless on the top there. You've got the usual markings. It's very hard to read on here, but we've got a serial number, and I believe that that's the website address there, designed by Geek Vape. So there is a screw there for the negative post as well, so make sure that's tight before you use it. Gold plated positive pin with the peak insulator surrounding it. It does protrude, but only by a slight amount. So, as ever, make sure it's protruding by a centimetre or so, a millimetre, I should say, before even consider using it on a hybrid mechanical device. So we have got adjustable airflow. Just twist it round. That blocks it off on both sides. You can then open it up. Just like that. What you adjust on one will be the same on the other side, and then you can have all 9 airflow holes open. But this can be run in single core mode as well. Just have a look at the top cap. So we've got 2-piece top cap. We've got an O-ring around here. Watch out for these. They are finished off okay, but you could nick yourself if you weren't careful. But we've got, you notice we've got 3. So we've got one, this is for dual core mode, and one for single core. So if you wanted to just put a cord on the one side of the deck, you just have it so just like that. So the other side will be shut off, but you can still adjust the airflow just using the independent one. So it's cool that it's got the option to have it in single mode as well. So look on there, we've got a nice bit of doming going on, which helps give better flavour. So 2-piece top cap, so that one goes on like that. We'll just put it on the Atty stand now, Diddy Gaff Atty stand that you can purchase from Facebook. Help it pull this cap off. So we've already had a look for, inside there, but that's what it looks like together. Onto the star of the show then, the deck. So at the time there was a few of these sort of decks going on. The other one that was very similar was the Icon deck, which I have got, and we're going to hopefully do a review for that soon as well. That's the Icon deck. This is the Peerless deck. So as you can see, we've got a few similarities there going on, but I will be doing the review for this one soon, so I won't give too much away now. Right, so onto the Peerless deck then. I have got a couple of calls in this one because it is rather easy to use, but we have got 2, these are titanium screws, I believe, these ones. So you can put, you see at the top, you've got 2 smaller holes. You can't quite see here in this light, but there you go, 2 smaller holes. So if you're using a round wire build or a thinner gauge wire, you could use those 2 holes there. And if you're using really complex cores, you could just use these bottom holes. So you can, what I've done here, I've got dual core build, but I'm basically sharing the middle two holes there, just so that it makes it a bit easier when you're wicking, so you've got more room on either side. But you could in theory have one over here, one over this outside post there, or a little part of the post I should say, and the same on the other side. If you're using like a stagger fuse, staple stagger fuse collapsing, something like that, or one with more wraps on it, you could utilize the outer ports. But I just find when you do that, you haven't got much room to put the cotton in. So if you just install it like this, just sharing those middle holes there, you've got a lot more room to put your wick. But we've got really deep juice well on this one. I think it's about 10 mil or so, it might be even more, but lovely screws, titanium screws, and they're hex starred as well. And I can't remember what else comes with it. I think it may have come with Philips ones originally as well. But we've got negative and a positive, so let's just see if I can find that peak insulator. Right, so this side here is a positive. You can just see the peak insulator going around this particular post here. So obviously you do need one leg on this side and one on the other side to help make the circuit, but that's a good close-up of the inside here. It has got a squonk pin in it as well if you want to use it in squonk mode, and we've got this lovely deep juice well, and it does work really well in squonk mode. But yeah, that's that. So let's put a little bit of cotton in it now. Right, the resistance to this build is a 0.13 ohm, and you basically just want to make sure that it's glowing evenly from the inside out. Now, I've been using these for a few days, but just like that, we've got no hot spots in it, so it's just a case of letting it cool down, and then you can put some cotton in it. Right, so just make sure the air can get underneath the coil like that. But I'm going to be using this in dripping mode today, so I put a little bit more cotton in than I would do if it was in squonk mode. So I'm not too worried about that cotton that's on the bottom. But obviously if you're in squonk mode, you don't want to cover that squonk pin. So just a case of putting some juice on it now, and then we can go back up top and I'll give you my thoughts on the Peerless RDA. Right, we're back up top with the Peerless RDA from Geek Vape. Right, what are my thoughts with this one then? Well, up for today's comparison, we are going to put it against the Drop Dead RDA, which is one of my favourite dual coil RDAs of the moment. It's been out a few months itself, but it's still a top RDA. But let's go into the fit and finish and build quality of this Peerless first. Well, it came in two versions. First of all, it came in a standard version, which had a Ultim chuff cap on it, and I think it was an aluminium body on it. And then they came out with a special edition, which is what I've got, which is a proper stainless steel all over. All of it's a little bit better quality, but it basically vapes the same as the original. I gave that one away in a giveaway a year and a half ago or so. But yeah, the build quality is really nice on this one. It really is. We got the nice engraving on there. No rough edges anywhere. The O-ring tolerances are really good. You can like wave it around. It's not going to come off. The AFC works nicely on here. Good idea to hold on to the barrel though while you're adjusting it, because obviously we haven't got anything to lock it into place, which is slight con with some of these older RDAs. But yeah, the O-ring tolerances are really good on this particular RDA. Right, the build deck, it's pretty simple to build on. Like, it's a little bit trickier if you're going to share the middle holes on it, but if it's easier to just do one leg on the one side and one on the outer side if you want it to be easy. But then you find that wicking it's a little bit trickier. But yeah, the post screws there are really good, proper hard ones. I've not stripped these at all. I think it comes with Philips and hex style ones, but the hex style ones are awesome. I think they're titanium screws, so they're really good. The build quality, the fit and finish is just exceptional on this RDA, and it still looks good as new, good 2 years down the line. So let's have a little toot on it. Got it on the mod-defined Lyra at 100 watts with a 0.13 build. Airflow is fully open. It's got pretty smooth airflow on this one. It's not as smooth as like your Bonzas and your drop deads, because we've only got like the 9 holes and they're a little bit larger than the likes of those Atties. But I'll give you a little airflow rating. Here we go. There's a bit of restriction there. Definitely no more than 7.5, 8 out of 10. So it has got a bit of restriction, this particular RDA. Now I could pump it up to higher wattages than 100. It's an RDA, you can do it to what you like, but I don't like going past 100. Put a little bit more juice in this one and we can knock it down to about 80, 85 watts and take off a little row of those diagonal airflows. So we just have 2 of them showing on either side now. Put it at 85. Really smooth again. Bags of it, clouds you're getting. Yeah, and pretty decent flavour as well. So let's just knock it off a little bit more. So we've just got 3 holes on either side now. Just going to put the wattage down a little bit, 75. Still smooth, but for the sort of build I've got in it, it's a bit too restrictive. The way I like to have it for optimum flavour with the big holes that I've got in here was with the two slanted rows open, so we got 6 holes on either side. Right, let's just juice it up and then we'll get the drop dead out as a little flavour comparison. So I'm not sure I gave the flavour rating on the drop dead when I actually did the review, but we're going to test them both at the same time. Because for me, I've been using the Peerless for the last few days and I've been really happy with the flavour. So just put it up to, I'll put it up to 90, I think. Pretty good. Probably give that an 8.5 out of 10, the Peerless. Same build in the drop dead. Freshly juiced up, put it at 90 watts. I think I've got a little bit too much juice in that. Bear with me while I clear it. The wonders of trying to do a video on camera. I did over drip on the drop dead, so just trying to get it to the same sort of level of juice. It's getting there now. Definitely better. Let's give me a good 9 out of 10. Let's do the Peerless again. Pretty good. It's just given slightly different notes. This is a little bit more airy, but I have got the 2 of the holes, 2 of the columns shut off on the drop dead, but I'm having trouble bloody adjusting the airflow on it, because what I found with the drop dead, it's got 2 caps on it, and I find it really should have lubed up the O-rings, because they're a little bit it's basically stuck with it with two of the holes shut off, but that's how I like to vape it anyway. But yeah, the drop there definitely has got better flavour for me, but to be honest, if you're getting an 8.5 out of 10 out of an Atty that's 2 years old, I think that's pretty good going. It's a really awesome draw. Like I say, if it's wide open, you're getting a good 8.5 out of 10 for airflow, so it's quite an airy vape, this one as well, but you can restrict it down and get a decent vape if you like your semi-restrictive airflow as well. So again, I would definitely give this a thumbs up, the Peerless RDA. It's still holding its own 2 or so years down the line, so thumbs up to Geek Vape for this one. So if you did enjoy the review, guys, please give it a little thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing too, and make sure you hit the little bell notification. It'll be notifying you of all my latest videos. So I've got my own website too. It's mfvape.co.uk, and you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. So until next time, guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Okay, cheers.